Hello. On March 19 at 1:24 in the morning, and that is, of course, as usual, universal time, there will be a new moon in Pisces. You see it here at 28 degrees and 27 minutes in Pisces. Both sun and moon are conjunct, aligned. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So it's more logical, I'd say, to associate it with something that ends, a cycle, which is the zodiac cycle, ending in this sign, so that Aries can then begin a new cycle. But a new moon represents a moment when a new cycle begins, logically. So it may be a little ambiguous to deal with this notion of ending and beginning, because we are beginning a new cycle during the end of a longer cycle, which is the year, actually the whole year since the last new moon in Pisces. So we are beginning a new cycle, which is occurring in Pisces, which is Neptune's sign. And as such, it represents a cycle during which we should be more aware of our connection with the spiritual dimension of life. But it's also linked to confusion, presumptions as well, that may trigger some kinds of reactions that we may regret. But the chart is pretty calm, I'd say. As you can see, the moon and the sun are here. Not far, we found Saturn and Neptune, of course, in Aries. And there is a link here, which is a sextile, which is a beneficial type of connection between this conjunction Sun-Moon and Uranus. So the potential to change, maybe to change direction or to have a great type of ideal, that may contribute to positive change in our life, that is represented by this type of configuration. So we begin a new cycle with a drastic turn. Perhaps we really change the way we consider life as such. Neptune represents this sign, as you know, Pisces, but it is in Aries, so it is in Mars's sign, and Mars is here in Pisces. So there is an exchange of residence between both, and for that reason, they have, to be more diplomatic with one another. Mars does not represent diplomacy at all. And plus, we can see that Mars forms a discordance here with the black moon. So there are doubts, there are dark zones as well, which may trigger some chain reactions. We don't agree, we don't appreciate, we don't know what it is, but we feel that it may not be so good for us and for the ones around us. But Mars is in a really good relationship with Jupiter, which, by the way, is in the moon's sign in Cancer here. So this link here is very protective, and it indicates that during this period, the new moon until the next new moon, which is going to last for about 29 and a half days. For that period, beginning the new cycle means evolution, expansion, progress, success, perhaps even. And that is, linked to this configuration involving Jupiter, because Jupiter represents success. And being in the moon's sign, it is most probably waiting sort of thing, for the moon to arrive. And it will, actually, quite soon. Because if you count the number of signs here, you got 3 signs plus half a sign. So 3 signs, you multiply 3 signs by 2.5 days, and you get 7.5 days. Plus, it's about a day. So it's about 8 to 9 days separating the moon from Jupiter. That's the time it's going to take to form a conjunction with Jupiter. And that will be a nice thing to see in the sky, if you're lucky enough to have a clear sky on that particular night when it happens. But I will come back to that and talk to you about it, of course, because I will analyze all the transits of the moon around the zodiac as it comes in contact, or as it aligns with the other elements and planets around. But just remember that this beginning of a new cycle celebrates the end as well of a longer cycle. So maybe it means that what you went through since the last new moon in Pisces last year is now giving you the opportunity to change direction, change your behavior, change the manner in which you deal with what is going on around in your life, and therefore perhaps benefit from a positive energy such as Jupiter's, which is a very, very strong energy that may very well lead you to obtain an excellent result. But to obtain that result, you'll have to go through what Neptune and Saturn represent. And the moon is going to reach Neptune and Saturn very soon after this new moon, naturally. It's going to reach that position of Saturn at about 11 a.m. on that same day. So that day, the 19th of March, from a universal time point of view, of course, is a very important one. At least the half day during which the moon transits the Sun, then Neptune, then Saturn. But it is changing sign, and it's changing element from water to fire. So as soon as it does, which will occur about 4 hours, maybe less than 4 hours actually, after this, between 3 and 4 hours after that, the moon is going to transit through Aries. So in the morning, during that morning of the 19th of March, something's going to happen. And there will be a change. And there will be a change of energy from water to fire. And there will be a change in the manner in which we conduct our lives, from contemplation to action or reaction. But it's better to be in the logic of action than reaction, because reactivity doesn't give us enough time to think of the consequences of what we are going to do. And it may be to save our life, actually, or to save ourselves from falling or something like that. That's a reflex, that's reactivity. And we need that, of course, but it's going to be increased due to the fact that we are in Aries, the moon transiting in Aries, is going to enhance the energy of Neptune, that of Saturn, then that of Venus, and then that of Chiron, because they're all in Aries. But they're in Aries, therefore, they're in Mars's sign. And the god of war has not finished with us yet. So that means that we have to be careful, to protect and preserve as much as possible our peace and quiet wherever you are in the world. Take care. Look after your people and those you love around you, and look after yourself as well, of course, naturally. Now, talking about Jupiter, Lucas is going to conduct a webinar on the 21st of March, which is quite soon, 2 days after the new moon. So it may also be a source of motivation and inspiration to do something about what you may derive great benefit from and positive results. Jupiter represents our ability to expand, to grow and to succeed. So that's what Lucas is going to talk to you about. The transit is in Leo is going to last for over a year, from 1st of July or 30th of June until the 27th of July 2027. So if you're interested, visit the website or visit the channel where you are now actually watching this video, and you'll see a presentation video, and under the video you have also a link to enroll in this webinar. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll say see you soon, most probably tomorrow, for another video on this channel. Bye for now. All the best to you.